Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the GavGoesIn podcast. What you saying, boys? You good? You man good?
All good. Yeah, all good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm good.
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. As you can see from the screen, man, I'm in a very good mood. Can you boys see the screen?
I can see the screen. I don't know why you would be in a good mood though.
I mean, I have something that could probably put you in a bad mood, but
Well, nah, listen, nothing can put me in a bad mood compared to what I was listening to the other day, man. Martin Zubimendi,
That puts
again
you in a good mood. It should, because
a very
would
good
have been
mood.
a really good signing.
Who for Liverpool?
Yeah,
of course, but for me personally, it was never going to happen.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen. When the news came out, yeah.
Have the stage.
When the news came out, I was just there. When you just look at your phone, like, I'm trying to give a good example. I can't even think of a good analogy. I basically got depressed and had to go and exercise. Yeah. I had to go and work out. So I basically had a breakout workout session.
Yeah.
But nah. Okay. If I'm being 100% honest, I was pissed when I first saw the news. I was even more pissed off at myself when I seen news come out like yesterday. I think it was that Liverpool might go back in because he might have contract issues. I ain't gonna lie, I was gassed. When you're there and you start watching the highlights, and you start thinking about tactically this, tactically that, and the reason why I was annoyed by it was because before I said that it's a really good signing for the system. So to make the manager system work as fast as possible, you get the best players in key positions within that system. So you can try. It can be translated faster, and you get the success you want. It hasn't happened, and I'm unlike most people. I'm not annoyed by the timing of it. I'm just annoyed that we didn't get it over the line. So because we haven't made a signing so far this summer, most people were feeling. I was feeling. I was hyped. So for it's not normal for me to get hyped about a number 6. Do you know what I mean? But in recent times, we've had the worst luck when it comes to getting our 6 signing over the line. Do you know what I mean? From Caicedo to Lavia for different.
As you can see on the screen, man. Caicedo, Lavia, now Zubimendi.
Yeah, no. But let's just say
man's trolling, bro.
I know, man's trying to troll, man, and that, and he's trying to disrespect it. But
Liverpool got no pool, man. They got no pool, man. Get out of there. They got no pool.
That's the okay. That's a bad take. That's a bad take.
They've got no.
That's
pool.
a bad take.
Listen. Darwin Núñez is as good as it gets. Yeah, that's it. Caicedo.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? We got no pool.
Name me.
No, are you sure about that? Huh?
Name me.
Name me what? A signing.
So we took Lenny Euro. We took Lenny Euro. Yeah. Bro, Chelsea took both Caicedo and Lavia. Zubi has now said he's staying at Real Sociedad. Show me the pool. Stage is yours, Lens.
So hold on. You can turn around and you can hype up about this particular transfer window because the truth of the matter is we haven't signed a player this transfer window. That's got nothing to do with what's having pools, because if I was to say, okay, how many signings did you make last season? You wouldn't say you've got no pool. Come on. Come with a better argument than that, my brother. What are you doing? Let's not stoop that low. Come on.
I mean, your last chance now is to get the Valencia goalkeeper.
Who are the pools for Liverpool? That's all I want to know. What players have you got at this club that you've managed to pull from other clubs?
You know what though? If I'm gonna take Martin Zubimendi as the reason why Liverpool has no pool, then I'd have to extend that to Bayern Munich, Arsenal, and Barcelona. Because you said no to all of these other clubs, so I guess none of them I got pull as well in it. I'm just saying, I don't even have to go into the details of the article about what happened. But you've got no pool because you signed Lenny Yaro. You signed some. You can't even play for you right now because you're dumb. You're dumb boat manager. Blocked him up and when
you made him. You made
paid him and broke him. You dumb boat manager. Paid no. You said, who has the stage right now?
Lenny Yoro
who has the stage right now?
Targets. You made Lenny Yoro your top defensive target.
BS,
you guys
BS. Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from?
United just showed the ball and took him.
Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from? Come on.
He was your top target. We all know it was. Let's not do this now.
According to who?
Various sources. Fabrizio Romano. David Ornstein.
Fabrizio Romano.
Lenny Yoro was your top target, and you left him because you thought he was going to Real Madrid.
Not one of them.
Real Madrid.
Not one of them said that he was our top defensive target. As a matter of fact, not one of them said we wanted to sign him and start him like you guys did. Not one of them said Liverpool or Madrid wanted to sign him and start him like you guys did. So let's not make up facts, yeah? Because I can Google, I can look on the internet as well. We can pull up articles.
So okay. So you're telling me at not one point Liverpool were in for Lenny Yoro?
100% we were.
You were never in for Lenny Yoro.
I said we were in for Lenny Yoro.
You was in for him.
We were, yeah.
Okay, so I'll say it to you again. Yeah, you guys thought he was going to Real Madrid. United come in, Finally, we're getting back to the big time, and we took him. Simple as.
So that's how it went. So from my recollection, it went like this.
Lens, I'll ask you again. Who are your pools? Run me through them.
Try overtalk, man.
Run me through them.
Overtalk, man. Don't mean it's gonna work, bro.
Listen,
what time is I am not that one, bro. Hold on. So let's get
Alex. I'll ask you, Alex. Yeah, tell me, yeah, what players have Liverpool pulled in? Just tell me. Run me through their team.
This season or throughout their whole.
He don't know. You're
struggling. You're struggling. Yeah, you're struggling.
His argument don't go beyond this season.
All right.
Because then he has to include Alisson and Van Dijk. He don't want to do that. So he has to include only this season.
Let me land. Yeah.
Go on.
The last couple of seasons, yeah. Even if you want to go 3 seasons back, I don't mind. Tell me who Liverpool have bought where they've taken him off another team. Let me know right now, please. Go.
I can say Suarez to Tottenham.
Cody Gakpo.
Sorry. Did you say Luis Suarez?
To Tottenham.
What the same Luis Suarez that come from Ajax?
Yeah, Tottenham wanted him. They took him off.
So you're battling Tottenham now. So we're battling Tottenham. Okay. All right.
Hold on. We asking me.
I'm asking you, Lens. Lens or Alex?
So if you listen, I started to list a couple of names. I said Luis Diaz. I said Cody Gakpo. Yeah. And the reason why I mentioned those, one's Tottenham, one's Man United. Darwin Núñez was Man United as well.
Was he?
Yeah.
We actually
you guys wanted Núñez. You guys wanted Núñez. You guys wanted Gakpo. Didn't get him. You guys wanted Mane. Didn't get him. You guys wanted Fabinho. Didn't get him. I'm not even mentioning other clubs right now. Forget the Tottenham one. Forget the Luis Diaz one. Let's just talk about those ones and talk about you've got no pool. I wouldn't have said that Man United didn't have pool back then because like I said before on the show, you guys usually always sign good players. So let's deflate the chest, yeah. Take the silicone out the chest, yeah. Deflate it. Calm down.
Listen, Alex has seen my work in the gym, so it will tell you the truth.
Bro, it doesn't matter. I don't care what work you've been doing in the gym, bro. Get me? Don't matter on these streets, bro.
Listen. Let's just say, you was all happy last week for Martin Zubimendi. He's the perfect 6. He's this. He's that.
He is 100%.
Wait. He's the perfect 6. Yeah. I said to you, you know what? I don't think it's a good idea getting him because him and McAllister probably might occupy the same positions at times, yeah? And again, Zubimendi would have been a very good player for you guys. But again, the pool wasn't there, because I think what they done wrong, Liverpool, is that Liverpool tried to speak to his agent rather than speak to the player. Again, that's a massive mistake. You know, obviously the release clause was there, but they thought that they can just deal with the agent rather than talk to the player.
Let me ask you a question. Have you read any articles on this story?
Catastrophic mistake.
Have you read any articles on this story?
I have.
Okay. So then you would know that Liverpool spoke to the agent and got word from the player.
Did they speak to the player directly?
Apparently he was sitting in on some of the meetings. So I'm just saying what was in the article.
How do we know
you can make up stuff as you go along, but I'm going to say what was in the article and then say, you know what? All of that's alleged. All of that's alleged because none of us was in those conversations, in those rooms, to know exactly what went down. You get me? So all I'm saying is you're like the guy, yeah, who drew a goal for once in his lifetime, and now you're getting pissed. You get me? You go home just to find out that the last digit of her number is wrong.
I can confirm.
You can't use that number because right now you can't use Lenny Yaro's number. The geezer is broken because the replacement that you needed to happen this summer, according to all of your fans, was Ten Hag. The key replacement, and you have not made that replacement. So you're going into a season now where you told me that a manager took a man who has not been training, put him on the football on the pitch just to break him. Yeah. So now he's out for at least a month or two. Yeah. This same manager is the one that you're going into the season with.
He's out for 3 months.
I've been watching my manager this preseason, and so far I'm quite pleased. Yeah. Now, am I happy? No. Do I think it's okay that we missed out on Zubimendi? No. I think it's on one side, it's the nature of the transfer market. Like if you would have gone in for Totti back in the day, you weren't going anywhere, for example. So it does happen sometimes. Would I like us to eventually convince him in a fairy tale saga? Yeah, I just want him at the club. Do I think it's going to happen? No. Do I think that we'll manage without the 6 like we did last season? Yeah. But do I think it kind of lessens the likelihood of us doing as well as we could have? Yeah.
I don't think the transfer is completely dead in the water. I don't think so.
Well, the thing is now though, yeah. Do you think that Liverpool, because obviously let's be honest with you, their transfer window this season has been very underwhelming. Yeah. Do you think that they're gonna try and go in for a replacement? Because there's been talks about them trying to hijack the Ugarte bid from United.
This is the strange one, because
if I'm Liverpool, I'll think twice, because Lenny Yoro springs to mind.
No, okay. I personally don't think we'll go in for Ugarte because he's not a player that fits the system that's trying to be played. Yeah. So if you were to say there was a player with a similar profile to Zubimendi, I'd say it's possible, it's likely. But from what the club what's come out in the news so far is that there's not another 6 option out there. It was basically we want this person or we're not going for somebody because we're only looking to improve the squad. So a lot of fans are upset by the fact that that we're not looking for another 6 as an alternative. So, for example, our next signing might be a goalkeeper, a defender, and maybe a forward. Yeah, we may not get a 6 unless we come across that profile being available and the profiles of a high enough level. I understand that way of thinking, and I understand people trying to say, "Oh, it's retarded to think that there's no 6 out there that could improve us." There are better 6s out there than there are in the squad, but they may not necessarily fit the system in the club's eyes, basically. So it's one of those ones that I don't think we'll go for. Like I said, I don't think we'll go for an Ugarte type signing because that doesn't fit what we're trying to do. If a name comes up like that geezer from Porto, Valera, I think his name is, maybe. I don't know how close he fits to that kind of model of player, but strangely enough, the admittance from the Liverpool journalists have been that Zubimendi was not just the top transfer target, he was the person that they wanted for that position. That's why I kind of understand why Alex might think that it may not be completely dead, and it may be something that happens later on in the window or in another transfer window. I think that will depend on Zubimendi and Real Sociedad more than
personally, yeah. I think that deal's dead in the water now. I think he goes to Barcelona. Whether he does one more season at Real Sociedad or not, or if Barca can find the money from somewhere, he goes Barcelona. But again, I think Barca might not even go for him because they've got a youngster called Marc Bernal who they reckon is basically next in line for to take over from the Busquets role. So whether they go and get Zubimendi to fill that void, because obviously Frankie de Jong has been talking about him as well, might be moving on. Remains to be seen. But I think the fact that Zubimendi has said no, I personally think there's no going back. And again, swapping Spain for England, whether swapping Real Sociedad for Liverpool in terms of
the local area.
The local area. I'm glad you're laughing,
bro. If that was the case, no foreign players would ever come to the UK because the weather's shit from north to south.
I know, but you got to think about it though. These things do play a factor. You know,
he's going to go from I think Spain. It's less now than in the past. I'll give you an example. The cuisine. They'll tell you a lot of people have the idea that English food is terrible when in today's day and age English food is a bit weird now because a chicken tikka masala is an English dish, for example. And then another example, I don't know what towns you guys are in, but whatever city centre you have, I guarantee you there's a couple tapas bars.
Yeah.
Guarantee you there's a Greek restaurant. Guarantee you there's a Turkish place. So the cuisine, the overall cuisine of most cities in England has changed drastically. Same with the nightlife, though. It's most places in England they tend to be slightly more European as well.
Yeah, so, but I can't really see Zubi in Liverpool city centre, man. I can't see it personally, man.
You saw Coutinho there.
Yeah, but obviously he left as well, didn't he? So
players come and go, though, right?
Of course. But I think Zubimendi, what is he? 20? Was he 25 now?
24, 25, yeah.
Yeah, so I think the best bet to get him would probably been when he was a lot younger. But I think now, especially because him winning the Euros as well, he's gonna be like he can easily go and play for Barcelona.
I personally think he was like, let's say this season, if Mikel Moreno weren't leaving, if they didn't sell I can't remember the other player's name, they didn't sell that other geezer, I don't think the club would have pushed as hard to try and keep him.
No, I think he's a star player, though, man.
I know, but
but the thing is, you don't know
because so many other players are going.
If you've got a release clause, if you've got a release clause, just activate the release clause. It don't really matter what the other clubs
don't work like that.
No. No. So, the thing is, how it works, the release clause really is that I think it's don't they pay the lawyers get involved and then they pay the league and the league transfer the money to the actual club.
I think it's the club or the player or his representatives have to transfer the money to the club. The club transfers the money to the league or something stupid like that.
The thing is, I think it comes from. I think the league actually transfer the money to the club. So if someone says, "Look, we want to buy this player," then I think they go through their lawyers. The lawyers
remember the whole thing was
the league.
Yeah.
The league
what player it was before? Who was it? They had to go and pay their own. There was a whole story about them having to pay their own release clause or activate it. So the club was supposed to have gone down to the office, and the club's like, "No, we're not going down there. You have to go and then handle it yourself." So whoever goes down, it's supposed to be the club or the player's representative, whatever it is, goes down to the office and files it and submits the money. That goes in, then it goes through tax and everything else, and then it'll go to the club.
Yeah.
So in terms of the way, like just paying it out, you have to convince the player And like I said previously, I don't think we would have gone in for him unless we had hints from the agent, at least told by the agent that the player was receptive to a move. So he apparently said yes to Liverpool, and then his club was like, "Yo, you gave us your word. You're going to destroy. You leaving is going to destroy all of our project here. I'm going to leave us to the wayside. All these other players are leaving, and you're going to leave as well, and we can't replace you. Blah blah blah." Then there was like, "Oh, look at the mountains and the food in the local area. You're gonna want to leave that, and da 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 da. You're a local Real Sociedad player, and
swap that for a chip butty, yeah."
And yeah, and basically they said they did a charm offensive, offered him a new contract, and said stay with us. So he said he was going to stay because he gave them his word at the beginning of summer. Now, we didn't go in for Zubimendi at the beginning of summer. We went in for Zubimendi after the Euros. At the beginning of summer, before the Euros, he said he didn't want to talk to anybody. So after the Euros have gone and we've gone in for him, because during that time he must have spoken to the agent. We've gone in for him, and the club basically turned around and convinced him to stay. Now, I'm not going to turn around and be that angry at the club, at Real Sociedad being able to convince him to stay. We had Steven Gerrard. I understand it. But do I think he should have come to Liverpool? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's got anything to do with pull of Liverpool. I think the pull is why he initially said yes. But his love for the club is why he said no in the end. That's not something you can legislate for in any transfer that you go into. But I'm
pretty sure if it was Real Madrid, Barca coming in for him, that logic wouldn't apply. So I ain't buying it.
I would possibly agree if that didn't already happen. But like I've said before, that happened already, and it didn't happen 5-10 years ago. It happened like a season ago.
So you think if Real Madrid or Barca coming for him now?
No, I'm saying I know that like a season ago, he said he turned down all. I think maybe not Real Madrid, but all the rest of those teams you mentioned, he turned them down. Remember, I said Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Arsenal. Yeah, all of these clubs have been in for him, and he said no.
Yeah,
and that's over the past year or so. So now he said yes to us, then said no to us. One of those things. So unless he has a fallout with his club or disagreement with his club going forward, I don't think that there's a chance of him signing this window or next. If his situation at the club changes, then it's possible. And am I worried about losing out on a player to Madrid or Barcelona? No. There are players that Madrid will just get, and there are players that won't go to Madrid. There's players that won't go to Barcelona. For different reasons. Every player has different reasons. Like Lenny Euro, when he wanted first team game time. Yeah. Not getting that at Liverpool or Madrid.
Yeah. Of course. But that brings us nicely into the next segment we're going to go on to. Yeah. So